Good afternoon, UCF Knights. I'm Justin Garfield, and here's a quick look at what's making news on Thursday, April 7, 2016. As the semester comes to a close, UCF officials are taking this time to remember Knights who have passed. Nightly News interviewed one student who was directly affected. Kelly Nguyen is a freshman biology major at UCF. She went to high school with Luke Roy, a fellow Knight who passed away earlier this year.
When I knew Luke, I wasn't very close with him, but I had classes with him. He was really smart. He was really kind when I knew him.
UCF held its 16th annual Eternal Night ceremony in the Pegasus Ballroom yesterday evening, honoring 12 students who died in the past year. David Oglethorpe, who oversees Eternal Nights, says this event can get very emotional.
Obviously, we have all the families who have lost their loved ones in the last year, so that makes it very challenging. And then for people that just come in for the event as well, it's definitely a very, very emotional ceremony, so it can be difficult at times.
While Nguyen wasn't in attendance, she loves the idea of the school recognizing these students.
I think it's sweet of them. I think it's important to recognize your students that are attending here and to always remember them.
The ceremony began with a processional out in the hallway. A bagpiper, President Hitt, SGA President Kate Zona, and the speakers of the event entered the ballroom. Out of respect for the families, no cameras were allowed in the room until after the event. However, Oglethorpe gave us a brief overview of what happened behind closed doors.
They get on stage and then they give some remarks, and then each student who passed away is recognized by one of our President's Leadership Council members, placing a rose in a vase at the front of the room and a bell ringing with the student declared an eternal night.
In the heart of the student union, the Pegasus symbol was decorated with flowers and electric candles to honor the students.
A lot of people take pictures of it. We have the information out in the hallway about it then as well, so I think it's just a really nice way to draw attention to the event.
Oglethorpe says he can't wait for a year when there is no need to hold an Eternal Nights event. Nguyen agrees with him.
So I think I'm really grateful that the school is doing this for their students, and hopefully it doesn't have to happen again.
Although these students are no longer with us, they will always be Eternal Knights. Nightly News sends our condolences to the families and friends of the 12 past students. A brand new art exhibit opens on campus today. Reporter Jordan E. Morgan found out how one of the artists feels a strong connection to her masterpiece.
Shirazadeh Thenard has been an artist since she was 15 years old. She studies studio art to take her talents to the next level.
As of right now, I'm trying to find my focus, trying to build a body of work.
Thenard is one of the many artists on display for the Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math exhibit, also known as S.T.E.A.M. She says her piece connects with pseudoscience.
I wanted to have a symbol that was very strong and kind of definite as a memento mori to remind people that death is inevitable.
This is the final year for the exhibit. Assistant Vice President for Research, Debbie Reinhardt, says it's an opportunity for the arts and sciences to meet.
It's been a wonderful thing. I've learned so much about creativity that I never would have known just staying in my own lab.
Thenard enjoys the teamwork between students.
It's almost kind of intimate into what our class is accomplishing.
A collaboration between art and education. In Orlando, Jordan E. Morgan, UCF Nightly News.
The display will be open until April 15th. In sports, the UCF softball team faced off against the second-ranked Florida Gators on Wednesday night. A sellout crowd gathered at the UCF softball complex to watch the Knights take on the defending NCAA champs. Down 2-1 in the bottom of the sixth, UCF loaded the bases with only one out, but seniors Samantha McCloskey and Kaylin Sanal both struck out to end the threat. The Gators added a third run in the final frame and took down the Knights 3-1. And here's a quick look at our weather forecast today. We had scattered storms and heavy rain during the overnight hours and into the early morning. By 9 a.m., that cleared up and it was all sunshine and blue skies here on campus as students walked to class. This afternoon, the weather is expected to stay mainly dry with a few clouds, but it doesn't hurt to keep an umbrella in your backpack just in case of the chance of a few sprinkles. Today we have a high of 80 degrees and a low of 60 degrees. Tomorrow we will have a high of 82 degrees and a low of 56 degrees with a slight chance of rain. That's all the time we have for now. Be sure to check out our newscast tomorrow at 1:30 on Bright House Channel 734 and check back here Monday for another nightly news update. I'm Justin Garfield. Thanks for watching and have a great day.